What's the creepiest thing someone has said to your daughter? My 12-year-old daughter started getting weird comments on her TikTok videos. Stuff like, "You're so mature for your age," and "Do you want to be friends?" I told her to block them, but she said it was just her followers being nice. Then I looked at her account myself. This 45-year-old man had been commenting on every single video for weeks. His profile was full of young girls doing dances, and he'd liked thousands of their posts. I scrolled through his comments. When I confronted my daughter about him specifically, she got defensive. She said he was different from the other creepy guys because he actually cared about her dreams of becoming famous. That's when she admitted he'd been DMing her for 3 weeks. He told her she had real talent and offered to help her make better videos. I demanded to see the messages. At first she refused, saying I wouldn't understand, but I wasn't backing down. The DMs made my stomach turn. He started innocent enough, complimenting her dancing and asking about school. Then he gradually shifted to more personal questions about her family, her schedule, whether she was home alone after school. The most recent messages were him asking to meet up. He said he lived nearby and could teach her some professional moves that would make her videos go viral. He'd even sent her his address and asked her to come over when her parents weren't home. I asked her if she'd told any of her friends about him. She said no, because he specifically asked her to keep their friendship secret until they met in person. I wanted to call the police immediately, but my daughter begged me not to. Instead, I called my brother-in-law, who works as a detective. He explained that unless the guy actually showed up to meet her, it would be hard to make charges stick. That gave me an idea. I created a fake account using AI pictures of a teenage girl who looked similar to my daughter. Within an hour of following him, he'd sent a friend request. I waited 2 days before messaging him, pretending to be a 13-year-old. His response came within minutes. He used the exact same lines he'd used on my daughter, calling me mature and asking if I wanted to be internet famous. By the end of our first conversation, he was already asking personal questions about my fake family and school schedule. I played along for a week, letting him build trust while my brother-in-law coached me on what to say to build a solid case. The guy became more aggressive each day. He started asking for photos and wanted to video chat to make sure I was real. I sent him more AI pictures and made excuses about not having a good camera for video calls. He offered to buy me a new phone if I met him in person. When I acted hesitant, he said he could teach me dance moves that would make me TikTok famous like my favorite creators. That's when he made the mistake that sealed his fate. He sent me photos of expensive gifts he wanted to give me and descriptions of what we'd do when we met. I wanted to catch him in the act. I agreed to meet him at the food court in our local mall on Saturday afternoon. He was so excited he sent me 3 messages in a row about how this would change my life forever. Saturday came and I arrived at the mall early with my husband and brother-in-law. We positioned ourselves where we could see the food court but stay hidden. At 2 p.m., a man matching his profile photos walked in carrying a gift bag and looking around nervously. He described what he'd be wearing in our messages, and everything matched perfectly. He found a table with a clear view of the entrance and kept checking his phone. After 10 minutes, he started texting the fake account asking where I was. I responded that I was running late but would be there soon. He seemed relieved and ordered a coffee while he waited. That's when we made our move. My brother-in-law and I approached his table. My brother-in-law identified himself and asked to see his phone. The man tried to delete the messages, but it was too late. He was arrested on the spot for attempted solicitation of a minor.